wasn't necessarily a straight path, but somehow you got here. What was that decision like from UCLA to come here and just kind of that process for you?
I mean, overall, I'm just blessed to be here as of right now. Being, playing under Coach Lanning, especially being around the guys out here in the locker room. But just, departing from UCLA, like I said, throughout the year, I'm just blessed to even play college football at 18 years old. As a true freshman, learned a lot, made a lot of mistakes, but at the end of the day, all I can do is just learn. And really, I know kind of got the feeling of, a lot of things were going our way. Feel like a little bit of the coaching staff was, feeling. I had a feeling they're going to leave, and really deep down inside there, I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, get developed as best as I could. So I know, like, Coach Kelly's gone now. Took a little time after the season for him to leave, but I just wanted to get a new, fresh start. Out of high school, I was first coming here. Many people say there's many reasons why I left, but the real reason why is Coach Dillingham left. As a quarterback, your OC needs to be your best friend, and really at the end of the day, when they took in Coach Stein, I didn't know much of Coach Stein. He came from UTSA. We tried to build a relationship within a couple of weeks, but something just told me to go to UCLA, but I'm glad to be back here in Eugene. Just blessed to be around these great football players and, keep competing.
How did you like the relationship with Will developed?
Coach Stein, I mean, like I said, when we first met each other, he gave me the vibe of, relaxed, real smart, draw some things on the board, but, real family-like person. He has, he has a kid, Joey, his son. Like I said, we're just, he's a family-type dad. He knows to, take care of the quarterback room. Like I say, he's a really smart guy, calls great plays, just understands how to develop a quarterback. He's played the position, him just understanding, certain routes, certain plays, we got to do things. But Coach Stein, I love him. I guess I'm glad to be under him.
What about the timing of this opportunity for you, Dante, when Dylan was already committed to come here? Why was this good timing for you, and how are you approaching the situation with him here as well?
DG, has been in college football, quite some time now. And really, when I first got here, like I said, no cold shoulder, no bad blood at all. Like I said, I'm just thankful to be around him. He's taught me many things. I ask him many questions. We're always joking around. But really, like I said, just, seeing him, what he has done in college football, especially playing at Oklahoma against, big games, just trying to see, just ways I can learn. We're all competing at the end of the day, but really is just trying to better ourselves each day. But having Dylan to ask questions, communicate to him about what looks he likes, things like that, is just a blessing to have.
When you say you want to be developed more and in a better position to do so, what are some of the things you want to develop on specifically? What are some of those things immediately that you're working on here this spring?
Really, as a quarterback, just having playmakers around you. I mean, just having, like we have Tez, Gary, Trey, Evan, just came in. Like just having the playmakers around you and understanding how concepts work, is getting taught the way of how to do things, having a good front five to help protect you. But as a quarterback, you got to have the mental battle already good. Going out into battle, mentally you got to be prepared. Having a staff, a defensive coach, Coach Landon comes to me, talks to me about looks that they do to help me learn. So I feel like here, just having the staff that we have, Coach Junior as a receiver coach, help me break down some routes of the way they do things, help my timing out. I feel like everybody's locked in and really loves the game of football. So at the end of the day, I feel like we're all going to get developed.
How valuable was that year last year for you in the terms of actually being able to make mistakes and get on the field and get these live reps?
I mean, like at the end of the day, of course, you don't want to, like I said, example everybody knows, just throwing the picks, pick sixes, things like that. Kind of relates back to my freshman year of high school. I remember my freshman year of high school, I threw 12 picks. It was like, damn, like, what are you doing? But at the end of the year, my senior year, I threw 2 picks. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just development. College football, it's hard. Everybody's good, especially playing at Utah or fans throwing things at you, just all types of stuff going on. But at the end of the day, I mean, you're going to learn. And I feel like being here, being around great guys, great front line, I mean, I'm going to get developed for sure.
How much did the staff Dan being here and the rest of the offensive staff play a factor when you went into the portal? You were comfortable with a lot of these guys. How big of a factor was that where we were going to have to re-recruit you?
I mean, kind of at the end of the day, when I hit the portal, I hit Coach Landon. Coach Landon texted me back. I kind of knew where I was going already. At the end of the day, like, out of high school, if things went right, but we always don't know the right things. But if things went right, I would have been here right now after Boda left, just, you still competing and everything like that. But just being back here, like I said, the whole 23 class, I helped recruit on the offense side of the ball. So me seeing Jurion, Kyler upper class, but just seeing the guys I was just around, even in high school, is just like a true blessing. So just having the people here, just having the playmakers here, just having the staff is just amazing. I know at the end of the day, I'm going to get better.
What did you text Dan when you went into the portal?
I don't think I texted him. I think I called him. Really just checking up on life. At the end of the day, Coach Landon is going to be the coach that's going to be blowing your phone up, things like that. My mom, sadly, she had breast cancer. I was fighting through that throughout the season. She got diagnosed with it during spring ball last year. So really, the first couple of things he asked me was just checking up on my mother. You know, I had to take a medical flight to go see her. She's going through surgery, things like that. So just blessed that, you know, God has, you know, recovered her, you know, made sure that she was getting through a healthy recovery. But, I mean, he just checked up on me, laughed, joked around, got a visit out here, and I knew it was time to get back out.
When you were committed in high school, obviously you've got an idea of what it's like to be, what it's going to be like to be an Oregon Duck. Now that you're actually here, is it kind of lived up to those expectations?
Yeah, I mean, being out here, you know, it rained a lot, you know, these past couple of weeks, but I always knew that. I know the springs and the summers here are really beautiful. But just being out here, you got the best facilities in the world, you got a great coaching staff, best playmakers out here on the field. Just have everything around here. You know, it's not LA, can't go to Santa Monica, you know, I can't go on the beach, lay down, but I just know being out here, you know, football is, you know, the main thing. So being out here, just having no distractions, just football, school, it's going to help me at the end of the day.
At the time that you made the decision to flip to UCLA, there was uncertainty about conference affiliation and the like, and personal relationships with the coaching staff aside. How much did this being part of the Big Ten and playing Michigan and Michigan State and that being part of this future here, how much did that help make this decision easier for you?
Yeah, even when the rumors growing around that, you know, teams were going into the Big Ten, even when I was at UCLA, I just knew, like, just being able to play back, you know, not 3 hours behind, you know, actually being in the Big Ten, playing at Michigan, things like that. But, you know, this year, play at Michigan, I think the whole family's going to be there. But it's a big factor for sure, just being from the Midwest and just being out there, having my family come out to my games and being out there just drive, not a flight. It's just going to be beautiful.
What are your personal goals kind of for this spring?
My personal goals is really to build trust in the locker room. You know, coming in many times, you know, as a quarterback, it's just you got to build a trust with the offensive side of the ball, especially even defense side of the ball, or the players in the locker room in general. You know, as a quarterback, like I said, many times I can say much, but you can't really talk the talk. You got to sometimes do the actual physical work. So being out here in practice, you know, out here going through the reps, you know, competition drills, things like that, just talking to the receivers. That's my biggest goal, is to build trust with this team and really just better myself and build my relationship stronger with God.
Do you like the competition? How do you go about that?
So I'm sorry.
Do you like the competition?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what fuels you? Because it's a pretty competitive room.
Yeah, it is. Competition, I mean, really is what you should enjoy. At the end of the day, you're bettering yourself, you're bettering the, you know, people around you. But at the end of the day, like Urban Meyer just said out there, you know, it's just you got to put people in front of you. Don't be selfish. At the end of the day, we're going to be in the room, you know, telling like, hey, DG might start to read this way, then go through a cross, and then I might have a rep, and he'd be like, hey, check your eyes this time, next time. And just at the end of the day, we're just helping each other out. But when it comes to competition on the football field, we know to lock in and just be thankful to even be playing football.